Assalamu alaikum EDZ. This is Bibo with, I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna try and create these tutorials every time someone has any questions. Doesn't matter which topic it is. I'll try my best to, inshallah, try to make it as concise and efficient and educational as possible. Um, Basically, for today's tutorials, I'm just going to show you a few tips and tricks about that you can use in Photoshop. I'm using it on my Mac, so it shouldn't be that different for any Windows. It's the exact same options, same menu. It might look different, but other than that, everything should be the exact same way. If you have any questions, you can always post them on the forum. So with this here, we can definitely see that this picture is going to be a bit, a bit bigger. So I'm just going to take the selection tool here, and then we'll copy and paste over here. So this is, I'm gonna go ahead and assume this is what you meant by. So right now we got the selection that you were talking about. Now you want to resize it so it fits here. What you can do is just go to the edit, free transform, or under transform you can just go to scale, and then you just hold down. Make sure, so right now I don't have, it's not proportionate to the original image. To make sure that it is, no matter how big of a size, just hold down on the shift key, and you can see right now, no matter in which direction I pull it, it's always going to keep that ratio. So the aspect ratio is always going to be the same. So if you hold down on the shift button while you drag, and it will resize it and make sure that it will look like that. And I'm going to go and hit the arrow here, apply, and boom. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. That's a good question. So right now I'm just going to use the magic wand, and I'm just gonna go and try and select around Ziani's head here, and you can see it's just not what you want. Most part it is. It's usually what when there are areas of the screen where it's got the same color, so it just goes and assumes that that area is what you wanted to select, but seems to have stopped selecting that area. So I'm just going to go and use it here. You see here how it went ahead and just selected his eyebrow. Let me get rid of that. Let's select somewhere else. See, if you try and select a different area, it will change the method of selection that it uses. So for example, the first time I selected over here somewhere in the top, and it actually selected his eyebrow. So what I did, I just pressed on redo, and then I selected at the bottom. So I started from the bottom top, and that eliminated that. So that's something that you might want to use. It's a workaround, if you want to call it that. Alright, so let's try and delete that. Yeah, so you see it doesn't look that nice. It's all choppy and the edges are, half of his face is gone. So let's try and use something else. Okay, so for those of you who do have CS4 and CS5, they have this awesome tool under the magic tool icon. So if you hold on the magic tool icon, you'll get the quick selection tool. Quick selection tool is very smart and is able to detect the edges a lot quicker. So I'm just gonna go around here and just click, and as you can see, it's able to see it very, very nicely. Alright, so I had to jinx myself right there. Let's see if I can get that. There we go. And that looks perfect. I'm just gonna zoom in here just to see if, yeah, I missed a spot there. Nope, undo. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Alright, I think that's the best I can get it to. Alright, so let me go back here. So let's go ahead and delete that. Let me get his delete, select. That does not look so bad. So that's how you do it. Well, at least in CS5, which is a lot easier. Like I said, in CS3, you have the filter extract option. Give that a try. I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun with it. Okay, so there are a few ways that you can do what we're trying to do right now. There's the simple one where you would have the object you want the shape of. For example, now we want to have the heart, so to take the texture of the orange, or in another way, we want the orange to be in the shape of a heart. So what we can do is we just lay the heart on top of the orange, and what we'll do is we'll use this selection tool, and make sure that we're in the heart layer. Select the heart, so now we have a selected heart, and we'll go, and while this is selected, we go to the orange layer. So now we're in the orange layer with the heart shape selected. And what we'll do is we'll go to select inverse. Now we have the inverse selected, hit delete, and now what we have is a heart on top of the heart orange, but now all we're seeing is the heart. So let's hide the heart layer, and boom, voila, you got the orange in the shape of a heart. This is one way of doing it. This is the easiest way to do it. So there are other ways to do it. I might get into it later, but this is the fastest and quickest way and the simplest since we're just starting out. So this would be the best way to do it. Just make sure that the object that you're trying to use is a lot bigger than the object that you want to use. Or vice versa, just make sure that the object you want to use is smaller than the object that you're trying to cut out. So that's the best way to do it. If you have a white background, all you do is just go to the background, delete it, and now you have a transparent one. I'm not sure if that even makes sense. Just make sure that when you export or save the picture, there are only a few formats that will use transparent. PNG, which is right now the most widely used picture base because it has the highest quality, it's the smallest in size, at the same time it does support transparent backgrounds. If you go to JPEG, it will automatically give a background. JPEG will always have a background color, and a GIF will also give you a transparent background, but it's the quality on a GIF is really low, so I always go with PNG. PNG is the best format out there right now.